Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SaharaTV. My name is Olou, Faloye, and this is the callback segment where we would like to hear from all of you viewing on the pressing issues that are going on in Nigeria and the world. Of course, the number to call is 646-559-6640. And some of the things we're going to be talking about, of course, is the missing girls in Nigeria, and they're still yet to be found. We're going to be talking about the recent bombing that took place in Abuja 2 days ago on Thursday, and the protests of some of the students, the Polytechnic students in Nigeria, and policemen shooting tear gas on them and everything, and you know, just a bunch of stuff that's going on in Nigeria. And of course, I'm joined by my partner, Adeola Fayehun. Adeola, thank you.
Sure, it's very nice to be on with you.
Yeah, first time, fantastic.
And you know, I was just thinking that maybe before we get into these hot topics, if we can read some of what people have been saying on Twitter, on Facebook, especially in response to our question of the day. We've been asking you, our viewers, that is it time for President Goodluck Jonathan to resign over his handling of the state of affairs in Nigeria? And a lot of people have been responding, by the way. So
I can imagine. Yeah,
I'm
we
just
got a
gonna
lot
read,
of responses.
I know more than 300 already. So I'm just gonna read just a few.
Exactly.
Ifeanyi Nesta says, it's only these born-to-rule terrorists that want Jonathan to resign. We want Jonathan till 2019. Wow. Okay. So let me also read. Aliyu Abdullah says, no, it's not time. The guy is trying his best for the nation. And also, Olabisi Kayode says, resigning is not an option, as that would be succumbing to terror. Rather, he should put politics aside and take all necessary actions. And also, I like to read Adeyemi Paul. He says, the right question should be, what should be done to those who said that they would make Nigeria ungovernable for the president and they thereby set up Boko Haram? Now, the last one that I will read is from Amos Ame Adama, and he says, GEJ has not only failed in handling the current insurgency, considering the destructive criticism he faces, he has not really failed in handling the current insurgency. People are out to condemn every of his actions, whether good or bad, so we should just join hands with him in the fight, and God will give us the victory. Wow. What do you think about that?
You know, I think it's interesting that despite the current state of Nigeria, that President Goodluck Jonathan has a lot of supporters, according to what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Because, but you know, I always ask these people if everything that has been going on, if it's happening to them or their family members,
exactly,
would they still be saying the same thing, leading us to talking about those 234 girls?
Right.
So I think that we have a caller.
Yeah, we have a caller from Canada. Yes. Caller, you there?
Hi.
Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from? I understand you're calling from Canada. Please, what's your name?
Yeah, I'm calling from Canada. My name is Olou Fayehuncrisis.
Okay. Yes, he's here. His name is Olou Fayehuncrisis.
All right. Please go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. I speak now?
Yes, Olou Fayehuncrisis, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Adeola, please. This is the first time speaking to you. I don't know where to start from. I'm just very, very perplexed. I'm very confused. I don't know if the nation and the president.
Okay. Is the caller still there, or? Okay.
We were actually hearing him. Please call back, because I wanted to know what he was trying to say.
Exactly.
It's so unfortunate that we lost him. But hey, 234 girls.
But the number keeps
like 5, 10.
Right, but the number keeps increases, which is scary.
Yeah, I know. I heard it was about 270 something.
Right.
Before the 43 escaped.
Okay, right. So good. So the numbers decreasing and everything. But you know, it's such a shame that those girls are missing, and our government has kind of let us down and haven't found them and everything. But one thing I wanted to address is the people that are saying this is a hoax. It's definitely not a hoax. In some ways, I wish it was a hoax, so we won't even, those girls won't be going through what they're going through.
Exactly.
But it's real, guys. So one thing we like to tell everybody, I appreciate all the efforts of everybody through social media, right here in New York and all over the world. Everybody's protesting, and SaharaTV is actually live in Union Square right now, covering the protests. and everything. So it's not a hoax, but I like that we have, everybody's in unison and we're trying to work together to put pressure on our government to bring these girls back. Because like you said,
234
it's
in a day. That's like a whole church disappearing.
Exactly.
Really. And for those that are saying this, I mean, why would parents make up stories that their children disappeared?
Okay.
And I think we have another caller.
Yeah, is the caller there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, hi, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Ken. I'm calling from the UK.
Great.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you for joining us on Sahara TV Callback segment. What do you have to say?
Yeah, actually, regarding the kidnappers, I think it's very clear that the security, the plan, the security agencies they have at the moment is not working. We don't need to deceive ourselves.
Correct.
This is not just working. They should I think there should be an overhaul of the entire security mechanism. You understand?
Right.
Because in a situation where you had, like the Ianya incidents you had in Abuja, you had the same incident in a space of 2 weeks in the same location. There's no place, I don't even think in Afghanistan you've ever had such a situation where a bomb explosion happens at the same location in the space of 2 weeks.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Ken. Like, I would like to ask him if he actually thinks there is a plan. Like, he says this plan is not working, but the question is, do we have a plan, really? Do we have one?
I don't think we have a plan in place. Even if we do, obviously it's been very ineffective. And one thing that I read in one of the reports of Sahara Reporters that the American government actually gave us $20 million.
Where is the money going to?
Exactly.
$20 million.
Yeah, that equates to about over 3 billion naira. So
that should buy CCTV.
Exactly.
That should buy, bomb detectors or something.
Right, and America is actually willing to provide training for some of our staff, for some of the Nigerian government on how to handle this. Yes, I read up on that. And another thing I wanted to say to what Ken from England said was very interesting, that even this kind of bombing does not take place in Afghanistan. So now he's comparing Nigeria to a war zone, which is what Nigeria has actually become.
Exactly. We're not at war, but really we are.
We are at war, honestly. It's either, we can't have. Yes, I believe we have another caller. Kareem? Is Kareem there? Kareem from England?
Yeah.
Kareem,
thank you. Contribute to the program.
Yeah, thank you for calling. What do you have to say?
When I listen to the reactions, like what you guys posted, the president should resign or something, and people, you hear Nigeria, when you listen to what or read what the response from Nigerians, you weep. This problem has got to do with the black race, not just Nigeria. Because I've taken a tour of countries in the world where you have black people. We have same problem everywhere in the world, not just in Africa. When you go to South Pacific where you have people, you see similar problems, same as you see in Nigeria, any part of Africa, Uganda. Why is it that the black race, are we caused, or what is the problem? Why are things not working for the black race?
Wow.
This matter has got to do with the black race, I'm telling you. No part of the world, name it, is it Jamaica? Is it Guyana? Name part of the world you have black people. Things are not working the way they should work.
Well, thank you very much but let me say something though. I don't just want to limit it to the black race alone, because there's other unrest in other countries, white countries like Russia, what's going on in the Ukraine and the Crimea. So, we can't really solve the problems of the world. So we're just gonna, focus on Nigeria.
He does have a point though.
Right.
Nigeria is supposed to be the giant of Africa. That's the most populated.
Keyword supposedly, right?
The most populated black country. Like, if nobody else gets it right, a lot of people are looking up to us.
Us to get it right.
To be the leader in so many ways. But then people just laugh at us right now, which.
And rightfully so, we brought that upon ourselves, I have to say. We're supposed to be, like you said, the giant of Africa.
Exactly.
We in no way reflect that, in no way. We're letting a bunch of touts and terrorists run us and threaten us. And
homegrown terrorists.
Exactly.
We are not being attacked from outside.
Right.
I think there's a difference between having a president and having a leader, a real leader. But I think we have,
we have another caller
from Czech
Doctor,
Republic.
yeah. Hello, doctor, you there?
Hello, yeah, I'm still here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for calling.
So I would like to participate on the...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, you're live. Everybody can hear you.
Okay. Should I speak?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Because what I'm trying to chip in is about 3 questions about the issue facing Nigeria today. I think the government of Nigeria today has lost direction.
Obviously.
Secondly, I think if actually the government knows actually what they could do, they would have responded to many of the problems the country faces today. And now that they have, I feel the best thing that the entire government structure resign completely and face another system whereby they can elect a new government.
Well, election is just around the corner, so hopefully.
Thank you so
Doctor,
much.
thank you so much for that input. We really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hoping during this segment we could get somebody something positive.
Well,
maybe,
yeah, I
but,
was just about to say that,
yes.
if you don't mind, I think that I should read more of what people are saying about that question. Like,
question of the day.
do you think this not time for the president to resign or not? And Martha Idoko says that it would be a bold step to take, and people will actually respect him for that, than for him to stay and the innocent life keep lavishing every day.
Exactly.
I really, I don't know, I really like that comment. But also, Faruku Wahada says, no, we should let him finish. I feel sorry for the guy for this difficult leadership. He's doing his best, but he needs help to vanquish the terrorists. He needs help from our political leaders, traditional leaders, and religious leaders. So,
and I think he also needs help from the citizens, honestly. But
okay, my question is, if you cannot do it though, why take up the?
Right.
If you really need help, that people have to come and hold your hands on how to do things.
Right.
Why should you be there? That's my first question.
Exactly.
What kind of help does he need that he's not getting?
He seems spineless, and he seems clueless on how to handle these people. But I think we have a caller from Seattle.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Okay, so I just wanted to make some contribution to this program. The first is news today that Goodluck Jonathan said he has formed a presidential committee to find the girls. And I just laughed like a president. We have the defense intelligence, we have all those people, and then, the president is forming the committee. That's one. And then secondly, let's not forget that this is not the first time girls were kidnapped from the school. Yeah. Remember that a month ago, like 30 girls were kidnapped and nobody talked about it. The reason why people are talking about it right now is because Nigeria all came together and formed a media campaign and brought international attention to this problem. If not, all these girls, wouldn't have been hearing about it by now, because right now CNN, BBC, everyone is just talking about it, and that's why the Nigerian government is under pressure to do something. And then thirdly, it seems the Pentagon are debating to send American boots to northeast Nigeria, because, I was listening to the State Department's spokeswoman that just waiting for Nigerian authorities to give them the go-ahead. So this is how, we've really come so low that even foreign countries are now debating to send troops to our own country. I mean, that's really sick, and it's just so sad that we have a competent leader ruling this country. It's just really, really sad.
Thank you so much
for your call. We really appreciate it.
If I could just add 2 cents to what he said. First of all, this committee that he raised, it's not a committee to go and look for the girls. It's not a committee to rescue the girls. It's a fact-finding committee.
Right.
This committee is to find out maybe this story is true, that the girls actually were kidnapped.
Right.
Can you imagine that? So we're not even, right now we're not talking about the plan to rescue them. We're talking about a committee to look at the facts, because some people said that this is not true, that they made it up. And the second thing I wanted to raise from what he talked about is, He said it's the foreign media that is not getting the attention. Today is day 19 that these girls have been missing. It's been 19 days.
Terrible.
It was only yesterday that the president said anything about, you know, setting up a committee or whatever, which Nigerians are tired of. All he does is set up committees and then other committees to look over that committee and subcommittee to look over committee, and nothing yet. By the way, I heard that about 2 of them have been killed by snake bites. While we're setting up committees.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Sorry, I think we have another caller. Caller, are you there?
Olou from Canada?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, thank you. You're on the air. Can we have your point of view, please? Thank you for calling.
Yeah, it's Olou from Canada.
Olou, thank you for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, my about the girls they took for some while now. And I think the president of Nigeria is behaving as if he's not even a president. I can't expect someone with a PhD degree behaving this way. Very slow to addressing issues.
I know.
How can 234 people be missing and nobody saying anything about it? A whole president is not saying anything about it.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we're here. Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much. But you see, as the leader of the country, you know, in whatever direction you go, that's what the people are going to follow, and that's what the people are going to assume. And right now, he's seen as being spineless. He's seen as being clueless and not knowing how to really handle the situation.
But there are things that he can do.
Definitely.
To change that, like simple things. At least show that you care. That's a good place to start. He has a daughter as well.
Exactly.
What if, like, on the day that happened, he will address the whole nation
right away,
day.
and not wait 2 weeks and everything.
He's yet to address the nation.
Right, and again, you know, and that's the power of social media, and I'm glad that Nigerians all over the world took to Facebook to show that Facebook, there's more to Facebook than just, you know, showing up, but actually using it for a cause, and they created awareness with this. And then, sorry, okay, I think we have a call from Miami. Yeah. Yes, caller from Miami, are you there?
Yes.
Hello, we can hear you. Go ahead.
What your name take?
Oh, hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for calling.
Moses.
Moses, thank you. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to contribute to say that one of the main problems we have in that country is vested interest and governance. What I mean by vested interest is the people who actually run the country without governance. The people who are actually behind the whole oil industry, the manufacturing industry, which doesn't exist, the agricultural industry, which doesn't exist, the people who control the government itself, not actually the president controlling itself. When I talk about governance, I'm talking about there's no leadership, there's no accountability anywhere in the country. And the third point I want to make is we are part of the problem. People in the diaspora, people inside the country. Of 200 million people in the country, only 74 million people are registered voters. Of the 74 million registered voters, only 24 million go out and vote. Of the 20 million that go out and vote, majority of them are uneducated. The educated ones, come election time, everybody sits at home and watch TV. It's a fact. I just came back from Nigeria on Tuesday. I spent the last 2 weeks in Nigeria. All these things about to bring back, I've been supporting. I've done everything I can to promote online, but the media in within Nigeria itself is not actually covering this. So everyone's going out their business as if nothing is going on.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Moses, thank you so much for your contribution. Thanks for calling. We appreciate it.
Whenever you need a good, positive view, just let me know. I have plenty of them here.
Oh, good.
This is Chibweweka Nadugwa says, President Jonathan did not cause any single problem happening in this country. Rather, it's the opposition party who promised him hell if they are not elected. So if a scratch touches Jonathan, I don't think Nigeria will remain the same when we divide. So free this man and let him concentrate.
He didn't create the problems.
But nobody is saying that he created the problems.
Nobody's accusing him of that, but these problems exist, and as a leader of the country,
because I do understand.
You should find a way to resolve these problems. Yes, we have another caller. Yeah, Ike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, so contribution to this whole matter is that, you know, it's just very unfortunate that this, Well, I believe that the media has very big role to play development in any country, right? And look at developed countries, for example, like United States. The media is responsible for putting the government on the pole. Media is
and holding them accountable. Yeah, you make a good point with that. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I do understand. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I do understand that it's a lot of pressure being the president. It's a huge, responsibility.
But this is a job you signed up for.
Exactly, that's the point.
You know what you were going for.
So if you're not equipped to do it,
right.
don't do it.
That's an interesting. We're getting a lot of interesting feedback on that question of whether he should resign.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's a valid question if you're not doing a job, and
especially when people are dying.
Exactly, and little girls are being kidnapped, and we can't account for them. We don't know where they are. Then maybe it's time to hang up. But like you said, it seems like he's getting a lot of support. Do we have any more?
Yeah, but someone has been raising a question here.
Right.
They're saying that if Jonathan resigns, who's gonna take over? So yeah, Ongweri Egwin says, if he resigns, will you take up his office? And also somebody, Emma Udosen says, if he resigns, will it be Sambo, the vice president, that will take over? Let's take the next call.
Let's take the next call. We have Olufemi from Seattle? Minnesota, excuse me. Olufemi, how are you? Thank you for calling Sahara TV.
I'm fine, how are you?
Thank you. Yes, go ahead, you're on the air.
Okay. I have several comments, and I think the problem with Nigeria it's majorly leadership. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and I told him that currently Nigerians doesn't have somebody that speaks to their patriotism. And by that, I mean that we have a country now whereby it's so difficult for you to do business in any office without government offices, without having to pay bribes. You go to any local government trying to get marriage license, and you see people asking you for things that have nothing to do with a marriage license. You want to register a car in Nigeria, you don't even know how much it is. Somebody will tell you it depends on the kind of person you meet or the person you see.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I think why we can blame leadership, I also think we have to demonstrate, we have to indeed are serious about the Christianity that we practice in Nigeria.
Right.
Well,
that's a good.
Nigerians are some of the most, if not the most religious people on the surface of earth. And it puts me that we advertise ourselves as Christians and Muslims, yet we have a nation whereby corruption is even in the minute place of our.
Yeah.
So.
I think that you should expand on that. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much for calling. Wow, that was a really nice segment that we had.
I know, but what do you think about the fact, what he brought up about us being very religious, but not...
Oh, it's definitely hypocrisy, honestly. I don't think, if we're that religious, I don't think the country should be in the state in which it is.
I think we have a mentality that we are not concerned with politics, but it's affecting our lives.
It is affecting our lives, definitely. And as she said, if we're religious, we go to church, even if we just abide by the 10 Commandments alone, I think the country
would be a better place.
Yeah, a better place. But we're not doing. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry I kept interrupting you.
Oh, no problem.
Who
Please,
interrupts the humble prince? Please forgive me. There's a point that a lot of people probably are not aware of with these girls that are kidnapped, is that it's a Christian school.
Yes.
So, I think most of these girls, if not all of them, are actually Christians.
Christians, correct.
Why have I've not seen churches matching.
I don't know, all the pastors and their jets and everything, how have they, performed any protesters or organized any marches or anything. So I don't know. I could stand corrected, but I haven't heard from
They
some of the big
declared
pastors.
3 days fasting and prayer.
Fasting is
It's
not,
been over.
Yeah, sorry, fasting is not, okay, you could fast, you could pray, but we need more.
Exactly.
That alone is not going to do it. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian.
Me
exactly.
too. I believe in prayer, I believe in fasting.
Yes.
3 days fasting and prayer has been over since. This is the 19th day. We still don't know where this goes out. Can we do more than pray and fast?
We need to do more, right. So our religious leaders need to come to the forefront and do more for these people, and create more awareness. Right.
Can you imagine what it would be like if churches are out protesting in Nigeria? The change will come very quickly.
Exactly, and put more pressure on our government to do something, because let's face it, this is an embarrassment for the country. We're now on the world stage, and they're looking at us that, if this happened in another country, let's just say the United States, if it was one girl that was kidnapped, do you know the reaction? And
just one girl.
Just one. So we're talking about 234 girls from 16 to 18 who just went to school just on a regular day just to take an exam, and this is their faith. And only God knows the deal that they're going through. So that alone should be enough to put pressure on our government to let them know that these girls are being held against their will. They're probably being raped, and they're being sold and forced to.
They've been married off. What do you think about that? $12 each.
It's just appalling. It sickens my heart. It's terrible, right? So.
Okay, so right now, as we're talking, a lot of people are protesting, like you said at the beginning. I don't know if you want to say anything about that. Isn't there one at Union Square?
There's actually one at Union Square. There's actually also one by Applause Magazine. They're going all over the world, but I know SaharaTV is live covering the one at Union Square, and it's good that everybody came out and to show their support, and everybody's rallying, so it's really good. It was definitely a huge turnout.
And in the middle of this girls thing that we're talking about, there was another bomb blast, like on Thursday, at least 30 people.
And this just happened before, the same place. So,
zone.
Just like the guy alluded to, Nigeria's really becoming a war zone, and our president needs to know, it's time. You have to take the bulls by the horn and face this problem head on. It's terrible. It's unfortunate we couldn't get to some of the other topics. I know ex-President Obasanjo's daughter,
I don't know if you want to summarize that quickly.
Well, I thought her letter to Boko Haram was filled with satire. She was actually trying to tell them how to strategize, exactly, and be more effective and get more recognition from the government. So I thought it was satirical, to say the least, but that was hilarious.
But she actually has a point in her letter, Yabo Obasanjo, talking about the fact that it looks like Boko Haram they're more motivated, so to say.
More motivated, they have more zeal than our government at achieving their cause. One thing that she called them out on, though, they think they're revolutionaries. I'll say they're not. I actually believe they're cowards, because they're attacking and kidnapping people of little consequence.
Girls.
Exactly. So, I don't want them to attack anybody, but why don't you go for somebody of significance to make your point? Right, and maybe then the government will react.
Or the people that are actually embezzling our money.
Exactly.
If they start going for corrupt officials, people will probably change their attitude towards them.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, but I pray we all work together. I pray for the safe return of these girls, and they bring the people that committed this atrocious crime. I hope they bring them to justice.
Okay, but before we go, I think I should read more of the answers to the question of the day. I think this is a very interesting one by Ejima Nweke, and he says that Sahara reporters, you are a disgrace to the media. Is this question the solution to the Nigerian problem? Make sure you criticize constructively. So you can see that our problem is not just with the leaders.
Right.
I think the problem is actually more with the people in terms of our mentality.
The citizens.
All of this is happening, and we think it's okay, and people shouldn't question. There is this idea of don't question authority. Whoever is there, God put them there. It's true, God put them there, but it doesn't mean that we have to put up with,
We take the president of a country as, say, the CEO of a company. The CEO of the company is not performing, and this company is not doing well. What do? Exactly. You either leave, resign, or, put somebody that's better equipped to run the country.
Especially when people are dying.
People are dying, and not just people, children. That in itself is sickening, and that's definitely appalling. So.
But before we leave, though, personally on behalf of Sahara, sincere condolences to all the people that have lost loved ones in the recent Abuja bombing, and
Exactly.
to all the parents that have been distraught, that are trying to look for their girls right now. We can't even imagine what you guys are going through. But we'll have another segment, a Skype segment with Rudolph Okonkwo, where you can call in on Skype to share your opinion about what's going on in Nigeria and, you know, all over the world. So that will be coming up. But don't forget to subscribe to us on live stream. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Thank you, Humble Prince.
Oh, no problem. It was definitely a pleasure. And thanks for having me. It was a good talkback segment.
Yeah, I know.
I enjoyed it. Great.